Hello everyone. Good morning, good evening, good night. Does not matter. My name is Archer and this is some reverse 1999. How was everyone's weekend? In case of mine was a little um out of the common, I guess. Since Friday, whenever I stopped playing this game, I've been just thinking and contemplating things. I think it kind of culminated on yesterday. I was watching a couple of movies throughout the day, and they made me feel some type of way. I was up and down in my head throughout the day, even especially the night, just trying to piece together what I was feeling and trying to make sense of it all. That's probably why the title of the stream is I Am a Person. I was just trying to label myself, I guess. And I was actually on to something that I was feeling a little okay. And then I was watching the last movie of yesterday, and by the end of the movie, the character said, "Hey, I'm just a combination of positive and negative traits. I am not one thing. I am a person." And I guess it's really about everyone. We're all like just persons. We're just people. We're not like specifically not something special. I don't think anybody is really that special. We're just people. Everybody has their negative and positive traits. And I think that was kind of like the what I needed to hear yesterday to just move on. So yeah, I don't know what happened with you all during your weekends, but you guys are all okay, you know? Nothing that a good night's sleep cannot fix, and we can deal with that the best way we can find it. And if it's hard to deal with it, just take your time. Because everybody's going through something. Either it's big or small, it does not matter. Nobody's problem is less or bigger than anyone else's. But yes, we are back with some reverse this time. Last episode, Friday, that happened on the Friday, we finished Act 6 on a very big note. The final part of Act 6 was truly shocking, I guess. We had a couple of characters dying, but especially Hoffman. Hoffman is an investigator and also the person in charge of Marcus, one of the other characters. Hoffman used her own body to block a bullet, trying to cushion out someone that she wanted to be taken to the Foundation. But she was already affected by a poison. Um, so she knew that she wouldn't probably survive. That's why she did that. She wanted to increase the odds of people finding out the truth on how to produce a mask or something that could protect them from the storm. A ritual. But in her last moments, whenever the poison was finally completely taken the control of her and the bleeding was too profusely strong, Marcus, on her moment of basically clear-headedness, was able to use her ability of reading on Zod or Kanya. I'm not really sure who she used the skill on. Let me try to remember. But yes, on basically the last moment, Marcus is able to read a memory of Arcana talking to Theophil, Zod's brother. And in that memory, Arcana is shown doing the incantation that protects people from the storm. And that is the information that she relies to, if I'm not mistaken, Samwise during her transmission. And then she asks Kanya to take the place of Hoffman in the shelter that will be protected from the storm. And now they are going that way. Apparently what everybody told me is Act 7 happens during the 22 hours from moment that Act 6 ended and the storm is supposed to hit. So we have a couple of characters probably being shown. We have Lucy and the people from Laplace doing the investigation and basically the creation of the ritual and see if it's possible to save people from the storm. But also we have people from the Apeiron in the island with Vertin and Regulus and what's happening over there. So it's going to be a ride. A couple of just notes about our team. I couldn't do much with what I had in hand yesterday and Saturday. I am out of candy. Actually, I just got some candy because they put the exchange codes, redeem codes. I just remembered this morning. So now we have candy, but during the weekend we didn't. So I couldn't make that much progress into making our character stronger. But hopefully with the candy that I just got, we might be able to do something. My goal is getting Nala's Act 3 right now, inside 3. And then I should work on Villa, because I need Villa to be a stronger healer. But yeah, let's finally start. Sorry for the very, very long introduction, guys. It's just that I needed to talk something. But it's all good. Hello, Draggy. Good morning. Welcome to the stream. I just finished my long intro, so you actually haven't missed anything. How peak was chapter 6? Yeah, it was pretty peak. Um, you left during the beginning of the Zolde fight, right? Yep. I had to do Zolde on Breeze. It was too complicated for my team at that current moment to do in any other difficulty. Um, I couldn't believe a Yuri couple could bring the end of the world. And technically they won't. But yeah, it was a big roller coaster yesterday, Friday, whenever that was happening. But what happened? Um, yeah, Zode was kind of like she was fighting against Cacardia, and Marcus was able to read her, or Cacardia. I'm not really sure. The memory is foggy in my head. But that's how Marcus is able to see a conversation between Theophil and Arcana. And that's why she sees Arcana showing Theophil about the circle and the right incantation for protecting this from protecting from the storm. And that's what she relays on the radio to Semmelweis and the people from Laplace. So I know that the next chapter, chapter 7, happens during the 22 hours from the beginning of that storm syndrome and the conversation that just happened between Marcus and the people from Laplace and the actual storm hitting. Yeah, I'm trying to reverse 99 umbrella. It's actually reference someone in chapter 6, which will explain the near ends of chapter 7. Reverse umbrella. Okay. Reverse umbrella. Yeah, I don't have any one clear in my head. That's cool. Just clicking stuff, I guess. But yeah, since you did done chapter 6, right? Let's watch the 1.9 trailer. Okay, we can do that. Give me a second. Let me just put these guys to rest, I guess. can actually trade for this. Yeah, processing branch 2. Yeah. I need to get the processing branch 2. I think it's supposed to be on the edit, if I'm not mistaken. Here. Planning to do any event story? Actually, I don't know. Should I? Do you have any recommendations? Because I'm all ears. I mean, they're not canon unless your name is 2.0 or 2.1. Yeah, I will do probably every single one of them. Probably whenever I ran into like a stump in the story, like I end the story or something. Since I can do breeze, I think I'm just gonna finish the story and then I'll do the events. Because yeah, my team is not pretty strong right now. I just actually put the exchange codes, so I can do some more grinding. So I can try to place Nala on the inside 3 area.
Which of these darlings shall we attend to first?
Journey to more funk? Okay, I'll take a look at it.
A little trick.
By the way, there is a way for me to watch the trailer inside the game, or I will need to go to YouTube.
Do you have a little faith in me? Right, mortals. Wait for the pop. Uh-oh. Don't blink.
I need to go to the reflection. Okay. We're gonna do that then.
Swallow my exhaust. Dream.
We've done a good job. Now, may I have a hand towel?
Oh, also, we just got the banner during the weekend for Mercuria and Caconia. I know both of these characters are very good. So I was actually just waiting for me to be able to stream so I can give like a one pull for this. Hold your urge. I want to do like one of this. It's just 8. I think giving one is not gonna. I'm not gonna die. So I'm gonna splurge a little bit, just a little bit. You never know, right? Those are both two very good characters. And we got someone. Okay, Draggy, what is your guess? Yeah, we got first try. Caconia, okay. I'd say then Mercuria. Hmm. The doctor.
Suitcase immune to the storm. Yes, it's a wonderful idea. And so comfortable and spacious too. It could save many lives.
Good guess.
So, Miss Suitcase Keeper, are you the quiet type in this group too?
Oh, that's so adorable. August and Kikanya. Nice.
How many miles must I go till...
Yeah, it's my first August. Yeah, now I have another option for a
Welcome.
very decent
There's
character.
no need to knock. I saw you, Suzumia, at the door.
Yeah, she seems very cute.
I know how to treat a new friend like you.
You got the best staying currently. Yes, Kikanya. She's very, very good.
You said it yourself. This is my
Paired
room,
up with a good healer, I
and
feel like
I
she
may
can
do
be
with it
very
as
cool.
I please.
Yeah, I also got the resonance of genuity during the weekend. Hey Bolivia, welcome to the stream. Good morning. How was your weekend? I got one casket. Um, oh, okay. Nice. Well, since I've been binding Lilia, then that's a good one, I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna get all the other boxes. My weekend was good. My girlfriend is moving with me this coming weekend, so she brought most of her stuff on Saturday and went to the movies. Yes, nice. I was actually, again, I was watching movies the entire day yesterday. One of the reasons I ended up not streaming. August acts like a budget Zode. She gives rising morale. Oh, I was not expecting it to say Zode. I thought you were gonna say something like a villa. Yes.
An apple a day keeps the doctor away.
Nice. Thanks for eating your apple of the day. Yeah, let me do some of this. Can get some stuff. Guys, I'm gonna get me something to drink. And I'll be right back.
You have a little faith in me.
But I'll leave you guys with this long replay.
Just you wait. Sharp bang, keep up the pace. Stay back, I said. Uh-oh. To a brighter future for everyone. For the good of all. Here, a little trick. That's not really the best you have to offer. Keep up the pace. Uh-oh. Please, allow me. Haven't you eaten?
An apple a day keeps the doctor away.
Wait for the pop. Keep don't blink. dreams. Way back, I say. Right, Prince.
I am back. Hello, Vernetto. Good morning. Or evening.
What's it punishing
Or
you?
night. How was your weekend?
Not really sure what you have to offer.
You caught us on the morning grind. But we are going to be watching the trailer for 1.9.
This will hurt longer. Right, Prince. Just wait.
That's nice to know. Cool.
To a brighter future for everyone. For you and for us, please, allow me.
Yes.
Please, Otto. Oh, what's it punishing you? Try a little harder next time.
That's what I heard.
Oh, what's it punishing you? For the good of all, it keeps the pace. I never miss. Look at the time anyway. Not really sure what you have to offer. Swallow my exhaust. Dreams. Wait for the pop. Don't blame. Stay put. This will hurt longer than me.
Keep going. For our dream.
Okay. Again, I'm just
Привет,
grinding
мисс Вертин. I'm ready.
Nala's Inside 3.
You said it
Still,
yourself.
there's going to be a lot of grinding until we get there. Richard, this is just a fun quiz. What do you think the devs do when making music for the trailer? Do they make a custom music for it, or do they use an already existing song? Okay, based off of Nala's trailer, then it's a custom original music, right?
Well, well. Don't you look like you've just had
Or
an
it's one of
adventure?
those tricky songs, tricky questions. Oh, so 1.9 user already existing one. Okay. You said that I need to go to the reflections. Okay. Ooh, where is 1.9? Is this one? Or anecdote. 1.9. Oh no, 1.9 is chapter 7. Okay. You said okay. Where do I see the trailer then? For chapter 7. Oh, okay. Good. Fair enough. Okay. Give me a second, guys. Oh, just 5 months ago. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, and anything in between, we're gonna be watching the version 1.9 trailer. Hope you're all excited, because I am. I've already seen the lady robot wasn't like the thumbnail. So yeah, without further ado, let's go. Just make sure that the quality is also peak. It's weird to see 3D Burton.
When the dark is pulling and I can't rise, all the things I have inside, they take my life. When the night is falling,
I like the touch of everything. It's like suspended in time.
Running from a critical point. The last of our staff is
3D
estimated
Lucy.
by that. The antidote is sulfur.
If you're here to check on the progress, there is none. I'm afraid you'll leave disappointed, Madam Lucy.
Send this to everyone.
This is La Unua.
We must share this with everyone. La Unua Diaglo.
Oh, what?
What was that? Stop the transmission! The ritual is wrong!
What? The umbrellas. Everybody's disappearing.
In theory, I am a tool. There is no need for tools to have feelings or hold preferences. The heat from your palm is transferring to the piston in my core. I can feel it. Ah, so this is what we call a sense of danger. The light that illuminates all.
It also makes you kind of become inflated. It's very cool.
Circuits functioning properly. I, robot, child of science.
Welcome. There's no need to knock. I saw you, Suzumiya, at the door. The future. I'm not sure what it will be like, but I know I will get there. Now presenting Lesmia. You must see your true self.
thankfully, my body hasn't become rigid and cold like that of a real vampire.
Oh, samurais?
I intend to keep living
Was that a skin?
until I die.
She's a vampire?
I hope you like a splash of red. Close your eyes. It will all be over soon.
She was free. Oh.
I figured it out now. My little raft won't be spinning around any longer.
Jessica.
Can we weigh anchor now? It's a big party for my little boat.
She
As the
was
captain,
pretty okay,
I can assure you
but now that the
this
turning
is
got
the
buffed,
future.
she's very
No
good.
storm, no
I
enemies,
imagine.
only the coolest world tour ever. Flight permission? Screw it!
Oh, that's nice.
That's a sound for a new era.
This set of garment is basically what if the storm didn't happen? Which one specifically you're mentioning? No, Jessica seems great. Everyone who gets the new outfit, I personally find Jessica one's kind of yikes. It's adorable and I personally love the colors. Without the storm, she wouldn't exist, hence the dreamer style of clothing. Okay. I don't think I particularly have any strong emotions towards Jessica's stream. Jessica's skin, sorry. But that was a pretty neat trailer. The 3D on it, I was not expecting it. But the details and the drama and everything, pretty cool. I can see why you wanted me to watch it. Yeah, let's go back to the gameplay. Also, if you want the song for the trailer, it's called My Song 9 Nova Heart. Oh, it's right there. My Song 9 Nova Heart. Beautiful voice. It was right there on the description. But pretty neat though. Thank you so much for recommending it, Draggy. But yes, let me do what I can before I start it, just to see if I can avoid having to do everything in Breeze. Even though I highly doubt it. Because I need a lot of those goosenecks. I'm not gonna get it anywhere easy. Now that's going to be too hard. Yeah, I can do this on 5 rounds. Should be quick.
Show me what you got. A little trick.
But we got some candies.
Embrace.
So we can splurge a little bit. Also, Vernetto, before you came in, I polled for the banner of Mercuria and Cocania, and I got Cocania. So now we have a tank.
Don't blink. Fire.
Yeah,
A little trick.
and it was first try, by the way. I just did one poll because why
Red
not?
38 is about to return.
I got Jessica on my first 10 poll and Mercuria on the second. Nice!
Look at my back.
I wanted Kakanya, lol.
A little trick.
Yeah, I think I would be completely fine with both Mercuria or Kakanya. Thursday this week is Flutter Page. Nice. Yes, guys, we're gonna be pulling for Flutter Page.
Please, allow me.
100%.
And great, my crucible really has a mind of its own.
Hey, Mercuria is good with Lucy.
Wait for the pop.
As I was saying, I think Mercuria is good with a bunch of characters. But yeah, Mercuria is good with Lucy.
Stay put. These will hurt longer if I need.
Roll for the big forehead child. I will.
Uh-oh.
I've been benching her for a win song
That's what it's all about.
and Anjo, but
Life
now
or
I can
death battle
comfortably use
and
her.
victory.
Fair enough. Also, it's very mean to call her a big forehead child. You know, she has a normal forehead for a child of her age. Don't be so mean. Okay, I might just do grinding for these two instead of anything else. Actually, I can just buy some cogs. 2 cogs? Nah, this is too little. Okay, I got the 2 stuff that I need in here. Road of a puppy. I mean, she does have a big forehead. She does. Okay, now you're being mean. Or no, reason.
Which of
For
these darlings shall we attend to first?
for Flutter. For Miss Page.
Understood. Hmm? Keep calm. Flee, mortals! Perfectly understood. Hmm? Stay back, I say! Flee, mortals! Perfect. Do have a little faith in me, Master. Stay back, I say! Perfectly understood. Hmm? Please, allow me. Feel my dark embrace! Your end draws me perfectly understood. Do have a little faith in me, Master. Stay back, I say! Is that really the best you have to offer? I look forward to punishing you!
Yeah, I think he's gonna just one-shot her. That always happens on this one. A one-shot happens.
Perfectly understood. Shall I, Master? Feel my dark embrace! Sweet dreams!
I know why. How have you been? Welcome to the stream. Also, you're feeling quirky. You can play 1 Kakad and 3 healers.
Stay back, I say!
I can see that. But I would play Kakanya with 3 healers that could do
Red
damage.
38 is about to return.
Something like a Sotheby. That it's a healer that can do damage. Well, I'll the 3 healer comp. Yeah, I might try it once. I just don't think
Which of these darlings
yeah,
shall we
I think
attend
I
to?
would put Sotheby just because Sotheby is a healer that can do damage.
Embrace!
But also then I can just put other two healers that are just okay. Like Villa and
Do you have a little faith in me?
Yenny, since they're my only ones.
Keep. Feel my dark embrace.
And I can just Lopera, since Lopera is kind of a healer.
Please, allow me.
One of Kakuna's speciality is that every time she got healed, she will do damage to the enemy. It was like Willow before Willow and Tuesday existed. Kakakanya for 182. 182 of what?
Red 38 is about to return.
Okay, I don't think it's worth this. Yes, pulls? If it's pulls, that's not very good, is it? Because it doesn't seem like it. I think I'm more. I'll be luckier to just get this through this method right here. I guess. Technically.
Look at my back.
You bot. Oh, okay. Let me get rid of it. Sorry, guys. Don't feel irked. I will eliminate a threat.
Right wing. Breath from the crucible.
What?
Please, allow me.
Oh, not. God. Wait. Why?
Wait for the pop. Right wing. Fire.
Wait, what? Okay, sorry. I'm gonna have to do this. Weird.
Red 38 is about to return.
Okay, sorry. The threat is dealt with. Sorry, guys. Took me a while. Send this bot to the Gorgon current. I did. It is there. It's gonna be drifting forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever.
Which of these darlings shall we attend to first? Do you have a little faith in me?
I'm gonna do a playable Schneider inverting because they were meant to be. There are two. There. Two more Mercury fell from Soul TV, but it's still dragged on. I barely saved up 80 for Anjo, and Draggy pulls up with 532. Holy. Scam banner, but it's still Kakania, and Kakania's worth. Dude. 532? I put it around 532 Unilocks. Dude, with 502, you're saving for what? You're saving for the character, or you want to pull the character time enough so you can fully do all the portraits for the character? Yes, that seems quite a lot. Like, again, you do you. More power to you, Draggy. That's a very high level of concentration and just self-control. Honestly, I could never. I'm more in Reneto's line of thinking. Your sir is very on control of yourself. this is actually a very big skill that I do not possess.
Please, allow me.
My goal plan is getting 1000. Like, there's too many characters I love. I feel like Fernando, there's too many characters that I love or want. It's hard for me to just hoard those for just something. The journey is gonna be far, and I just want more parties into my group. More parties, more members into my party. Is to fill the void in my heart.
What it's all about. Life or death battle and victory.
Okay, think this is enough for now. I don't want to spend all my energy. So yes, I feel more positive about this. We're almost getting there. We're slowly getting there. I can already craft 7. So yeah, we're almost there. I mean, kidnapping random magical people into suitcase. I would not say kidnapping. That's a very strong word. I will say luring them with very big treats, like candy, inside a suitcase. And they would just decide to stay because they love you. It's like Pokemon.
Well, well, don't you look like you've just had an adventure?
If they love you, they will stay. And yes, Pokemon is kind of kidnapping, so that's not a very good analogy. But after they enter the ball, they love you.
Morning, Master. I do hope you enjoyed your
But
trip
yes,
last night.
guys, without further ado, let's start the story. The Secret of the Diagonal. From softened branches to transcendent heavens, she thought she could grasp it all. I saw a guy who caught 5 Mercuries in a row. Reverse, one of those gacha games who try to justify their gacha system in their lore. It is accurate.
Mama, I have a question.
She has a question.
Why don't people like the irrational numbers?
She looks adorable. The woman turns around, gazing her daughter with warm affection.
Do you feel the same about them, 37?
Oh, 37's mom is beautiful. I knew 77 had like a cool voice. She is pretty.
Maybe a little?
37 looks down and kicks away a pebble.
You see, Mama, I can count to 3 and to 17, but I can never count to something like 0.01000100001000001, let alone use it in calculations. The endless, non-repeating decimals would make a mess of the results, and I can't keep the equations as simple and elegant as I want.
Simple and elegant.
But your favorite, the circle. The ratio of its circumference to diameter is also an irrational number, is it not?
Pi is special. I know how it was found and what it represents, so I trust it and use it in my calculations. The same with e, logarithm 2, and root 2. But not many irrational numbers are this convenient to work with.
Keyword for this chapter, circle. Got it. The circle is in my head. It keeps rounding up. It is eternal, it is infinite, it's a circle.
Some have no patterns, no simplest forms, and no end.
Good for you,
Can't forget
Vernetto.
the digits, write them out or calculate them.
You actually made several circles.
Not only are they impossible to pinpoint on the number axis, but there's an infinite amount of these irrational numbers. What's so funny, Mama?
You're a clever, silly goose, my dear. You don't dislike them, you just don't understand them enough.
Leaning down, she picks up a soggy twig. Her hand moves, sliding the tip of the twig across the sand. Where equal perpendicular lines are drawn, with two more diagonal lines intersecting in the middle. It is the shape of a familiar square.
Take our old friend root 2, for instance. The irrationality of this number can be proven through basic arithmetic, as it cannot be expressed as an irreducible fraction of integers a over b. A simple proof by contradiction is enough, with no knowledge of irrational numbers required. The presence of root 2 is prevalent in nature, and it is particularly noticeable along the diagonals of a square. This means...
Oh, I know. This means the system built solely on the ratio of integers was flawed.
Thank you for turning, Schneider.
Yes, root 2 is simple, elegant, and one of the greatest discoveries in mathematics. It showed the existence of infinite incommensurable numbers, with root 2 being the most obvious one to find.
Okay.
This was how the Tower of Old Ideas crumbled, paving the way for revolutionary breakthroughs that catapulted mathematical analysis into uncharted frontiers.
Who would think root 2 was so important? Oh yeah, root 2 is going to be a key part of the chapter 2, circle and root 2.
We discovered a kingdom beyond our traditional methods, one that's immeasurable, incommensurable, and inexhaustible. And the key to its gates is hidden in plain sight, in the diagonal of a square.
A kingdom of irrationality.
He might connect the lines. Oh, I'm not really good on those line drawing kind of things of connecting the dots. So do not worry, I probably won't. But fair enough. The downside of having a lore enjoyer genes connecting the dots. Well, for now I'm still not connecting the dots, so you're all good. The girl listened intently. As always, she understands quickly.
I see now, Mama. We are not all-knowing beings. There will always be numbers beyond our awareness, such as the nature of irrational numbers. So, if we get to know the irrational numbers better, we can be friends with them too. But you haven't told me why people on the island hate them.
The image of her mother's face fractures. But her smile is clear, gentle, quiet, and almost pitying.
Mama?
"37. You're awake."
The girl sits upright in bed, her eyes staring into the air in dismay. She is not dead.
Sophia? How long was I out?
She lives.
You've been in a coma for a week.
Her words are cut off as 37 jumps off the bed, rushing her way out.
No, stop! You're not well yet!
There's no time. I have to find 6. I have to tell them now. Our circle has been broken.
Our circle has been broken. She survived it. I'm still curious on how. Yes, for now there's no way to know how she actually survived it.
Now we've learned some manners in a payron, haven't we? Namely, to abstain from beans, never parcel off a loaf, and stay away from the white roosters on the row. It's been so long since we last talked about these things. How time does fly.
He does.
This rusty brain of mine is struggling to keep up. We should have waited until dawn to light the candles.
Until dawn?
The sun would have mistaken the day for night and delayed its appearance in the morning. That way we would have had more time to talk.
The sun would have mistaken the day for the night and delayed its appearance in the morning. I don't think that's possible.
Indeed. You possess a far greater understanding of the laws of nature than your ancestors. It's only natural that you wouldn't relate candlelight to sunrise. But for the people of earlier times, there was a commonly understood connection between the two. Did the trees not bear fruit after the Horn of Plenty was filled at the Harvest Festival? Did the field not wave with grain? Does the lighting of a match not illuminate the moon? It's human nature to try to understand the world. Of course, at that time, mistakes were made, and some phenomena were attributed to the wrong causes. Some theories were developed from false facts. It was a time of symbols, you see. The
Such
flower
as?
represented blessings and harvest. The Ouroboros, the eternal cycle. The hawk, wit and astuteness. And the soil, safety and protection.
Yes, I guess if I recall, Zublas said it was 30.
Aside from nature, the circle symbolized protection, the triangle, stability, and the triple helix, ascendance, change, and the unity of mind, body, and soul.
Yeah. 37 has 3 skins. Every patch, one character synergizes with her, so I guess she's always a good character to have.
As time went on, things became associated with one another, and more symbols were created.
It's not a very methodological approach.
You can see the cause and effect with your own eyes, dear. It's clear when something is related and when it isn't. If the outcome isn't what we expect, these symbols must be incorrect.
You can see the cause and effect with your own eyes, dear. It's clear when something is related and when it isn't. This actually affects 37 and how much Blue Potch likes her. You can see the cause and effect on the amount of skins and characters she synergizes with.
But it's not their physical form that's wrong. Physical objects never lie.
And it's okay.
It's the meaning and concept given to them that are wrong, you see. Objects are just objects. A match is just a match, not the illuminator of the moon. An animal is just an animal. The circle and triangle are only shapes. And you are just you.
Yeah, that's very nice. It's very powerful. And you're just you. I don't want to be here anymore. The blue and the gray. From opposite ends of the prayer hall, wary eyes meet in a silent standoff. You're dead.
Nothing's happening.
The Hall of Truth is as crowded as ever. Ideas, noises, and arguments are all crammed up into one space.
Miss Virgin.
Wait.
Your attention, please.
She looks cool.
This is a public inquiry, and your answer determines the fate of you and your friends.
She has very long nails.
There will be a vote on your punishment, considering the leak of the island's coordinates and the damages caused by you and Manus Vindictae. Yet, in the past 2 hours, you've looked at your watch 10 times. Forgive me for being blunt. What could possibly bother you more than your sentence?
My apologies.
Talking about him, welcome to the chat, so bless. Hope you had a good weekend. A mocking click of the tongue can be heard from the crowd.
Let her look, 888. Doesn't it occur to you that time is also in the form of numbers?
888.
Perhaps she's waiting for her lucky number to come.
His words caused a ripple of chuckles throughout the hall. Clearly, after hours of debate and discussion, the light-hearted moments bring a much-needed sense of relief.
Besides, what conclusions have the good people here made? We were brought together in this great hall today, for misfortunes have struck us in the past week. Manus followers were found dead in our sacred place, the Gorgon current was cut off, and a human army has invaded our land. There are also the territorial disputes, the threats from external powers, and the conflicts between our guests.
Yes, this is the second node of Chapter 7, which just started.
As you can see, our guests have brought us quite the unexpected gifts. They will give us their explanations. But whose words should we trust? Those of the Foundation or Manus Vindictae?
He bows slightly, gesturing to the left of the stage. 1914 Storm Syndrome is the cause of why the humans are attacking us. I don't think so.
I swear on the Stone of Truth that I have no knowledge of the leak. We never gave any information to the humans. As we speak, the St. Pavlov Foundation is taking measures to mediate the territorial disputes from outside the island.
But you did report everything here to the Foundation. And you don't know what they did with the information, do you?
Right.
A questionable defense. A doubtful explanation. Why should we trust her? We all know that the Foundation is closely associated with the humans.
Yes, he is right.
They are the false friends of the Arcanists. With their crocodile tears and broken vows, while many may have changed over time, their nefarious human taint lingers. Besides, why should we seek collaboration and assistance from an organization that's 7 years behind us on the study of the emanation?
Okay, there's also a lot that they don't know. Like they didn't know about how the Manus is speeding up the storm. His words evoke a murmur of agreement.
But rush not, brothers and sisters. The moment of decision has not yet arrived. Let's give our old friend Manus Vindictae a fair and equal hearing before casting our pebbles into the pot.
He stretches out his right hand, directing the audience's attention across the hall. On the right, there sits a quiet figure in black and blue.
Indeed. The Foundation's understanding of the emanation is 7 years behind ours. However, our Manus friends here are unable to speak at all, let alone understand complex mathematical principles. Please enlighten us, Miss Arcana. Why were swaths of your followers found dead at the door of our sacred place? Did our math lessons drive them to madness, causing them to bash their heads against the gates of truth like martyrs?
So it would seem.
What?
Her quick and straight answer causes a commotion in the crowd. Yet she only gently closes the book on her lap, uncaring of the suspicious stares around her.
One must confess that our followers were ill-prepared to take on the wisdom of the island. But we didst come seek mutual development with sincerity. I trust you are aware of the assistance we have provided over the years in this world of matters, which you, though reluctantly, relied upon. As to this debate, I was once told a story that now seems fitting to recount.
Her gaze falls on the bench. The fair-haired judge has not spoken a word since the debate begun.
Pray, share with us.
Thank you kindly. 'Tis the story of the Circle. A young artist told it to me before I arrived on this island. In the ancient past, amid a world of primitive instincts and ignorance, the first intelligent mind awakened. Overwhelmed by the enormity of nature and dismayed by its own insignificance, the creature was shaken to its core. In an act of defiance, it drew a magic circle, shielding its powerless self from the formidable world beyond. This was the first magic, when the primitive man mastered the pneuma within and wielded it against the relentless forces of nature. In that process, man hath gained a deeper understanding of the boundaries and limitations of its power. This is the tale of the first circle. The circle shielded us, and its protection benefits thee to this day. What I find intriguing in this story, man hath established its existence, recognized its boundaries, and learned the purpose of life, all by relying upon this very circle.
Bang! The hall gate bursts open. The intruder with a small figure leans weakly against the doorframe.
37.
All eyes are fixed on the young girl. Some have even risen to their feet in surprise. The leader of the bench breaks the silence.
What's wrong, 37?
The island.
Her pale lips tremble, struggling to get the words out.
Our island has fallen ill.
Even the slightest sound is gone. An eerie silence descends upon the hall. Another dull, muffled thump, as if something struck a hard surface. But it's enough to get the rest of the crowd to their feet. They look up at the roof, and thud came from up there. More thumps follow, as if the hall has turned into a drum with an all-controlled drummer playing frantically on the dome.
Ah! What is going on? Is that a hailstorm?
No. I don't think so.
Standing outside the gate, the numberless corrector looks up at the sky. Being barred from entering the hall, she can see better from where she stands.
Those are Abraxases falling from the sky.
Another look at the watch. It's become something of a habit over the last few hours. This is it. The long-anticipated moment has finally arrived.
It's the storm. The storm of this era is here.
So, the storm. Why are the Abraxas falling down? Bring the gavel down. Boundaries are intangible, existing within the depths of every heart.
Miss Verton, did you just say the emanation has happened?
So the airplanes are still roaming around?
Just now? More precisely, its 24-hour countdown has begun. There's always a buffer period before the storm, during which the storm syndrome gradually spreads from the critical point across the globe. The symptoms are different every time, and we have yet to discern a pattern. With the help of Laplace Scientific Computing Center, the best we can do now is to send a 24-hour warning prior to the storm. Another minute has passed.
House once again filled with the whispers of the white robes. On this island, dedicated solely to the study of the emanation, the situation has far surpassed their imaginations.
Please remain seated, everyone. We are still in the middle of a vote. The emanation holds no influence on this island. The discussion must continue until a satisfactory conclusion is reached. No other subjects shall be brought up until then.
The Banshee, acting as custodian of the assembly, raises her voice, drowning out the arguments. Despite the unforeseen turn of events, she remains committed to her duty. The debate must go on.
Come here, 37. Can someone please bring her a blanket?
Her voice softens as she looks at the frail, slender girl in front of her.
42. Go with Sophia and check on those Abraxases.
The man bows and leaves. Order is restored under the dome once more.
Ah, good news. Good news indeed. We are freed from the pain of choosing whom to blame, are we not?
What?
The rhetorician raises a hand with triumphant smile. As usual, he's offering a new perspective, or what some might call another attempt at stirring up the crowd.
The emanation is coming. The tides of Numa will pour from above and wash away all trivialities. By then, human intruders and the international powers of this era, along with the turmoil they brought, will all be dissolved and poured into the ditches like gunk. And we will regain our shores and return to the study of essence and forms.
His words are met with silence. The crowd is lost in thought. Having long detached themselves from the phenomenal world, 210's words are striking a chord.
No, it's different this time.
The petite figure stands on her feet. She's pale as the snow from her coma, and did not bother to put on a blanket given to her.
The island has fallen ill. It's getting bloated, stagnant, and sluggish, drifting into the world of matters where ignorance reigns.
So, I think what 37 is trying to say is that the effect that is keeping the island away from the effects of the storm is now not working properly?
Soon, the tides of Numa will wash over us, sweeping away the fragments of the phenomenal world.
Yeah, I guess that's exactly what she's trying to say.
What did you say? In other words, we will all be taken by the emanation? This
is unthinkable.
This is terrible news, one that nobody wants to hear right now. Yes, because these people always relied on being immune to the effects of the emanation. I don't think they even knew how they were immune to it. They just relied on those particles in the island to be completely fine. But now that apparently something is awry with that, now that they can also be victims of the emanation, now they are worried. Because they always thought themselves to be incredibly special. The impact is like a bomb going off. The crowd is buzzing with the fearful whispers. The lady next to 37 stands up, still holding the unset blanket. Amused, sorry.
37, you just woke up from a coma. You're not well. Why don't you take another rest?
No, no time for that. I'm here to warn you. Apiron is gone. I can no longer sense it. This has never happened before.
Why are you so surprised, 37?
The question is asked softly, but it cuts like ice.
You should know the reason of its alienation. You brought outsiders to the sacred place. You betrayed the scripture's teachings and angered Apiron. Of course, I may have jumped to this accusation, as Manus Vindicte also intruded our sacred place without permission. People, as of now, there's no proof that the emanation will influence the island. 37's account is lacking, and we are still plagued by suspicions, accusations, and the damages done to our home. We are to proceed with the hearing and reach a final verdict on both the Foundation and Manus Vindicte.
The attempt to refocus the assembly fails as half the audience turns their attention to the gate. Sophia has returned, standing hesitantly in front of the entrance.
I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I shouldn't have intruded the Hall of Truth, but...
Though irritated by the constant interruptions, the custodian immediately notices her peculiar expression.
Sophia, weren't you and 42 checking on the Abraxases? What is the matter?
The corrector gestures in the air, her voice shaken. I'm gonna throw a guess. Might be completely wrong because could be the airplanes still killing the Abraxas. I would say the Abraxas can maybe sometimes be flying outside the reach of the protection of the island, and they are being affected by the storm syndrome.
The Abraxases don't look right. Their beaks, no, their entire heads are melting into oil paints.
Yep. Yep. They fly over the island, so they are not being protected by the effects of the island, or maybe they are no longer even protected at all, and they are already being affected by the syndrome.
And 42, we were on the beach, suddenly he...
Her words trail off. Beyond the open gate, the screeching of the bird monsters completes her sentence. The other believer appears behind her, shoving Sophia aside as he flails to stumble into the hall. His face is melting, colorful oil paint forming a puddle on the floor.
Now I see! It finally all makes sense! There never was the truth, nor the transcendental! Everything is a lie! Nothing but shadows on walls, flickers of fire and fragments of reality! No one will survive the oblivion! The island will be destroyed amid its conflict!
Is that... the storm syndrome?
42, your face!
Completely disregarding those around him, he bursts into a maniacal laughter, casting an arcane glow in his palms. He jumps onto his seat and knocks over a row of torches.
No one!
888, stop conversing with him. We must subdue him. Now.
Okay, now apparently they will have to listen to whatever 37 is saying. But let's subdue him.
Show me what you got.
Battle time!
I've got some trouble brewing.
Wanna watch the aerial stunts? Do have a little faith in me, Master.
Ha! My crucible really has a mind of its
own.
Is that really the best you have to offer?
Gee.
Perfectly understood. Perfectly understood. Flee, mortals! Feel my dark embrace! Stay back, I say!
Haven't you eaten?
I look forward to punishing you!
Fine.
Ready? Aim? Please, allow me.
Right wing.
Fire! Get ready! This is going to be a crowd pleaser!
Okay, this is going to be complicated.
Get ready! Ready? Shall I, Master? Wait for the pop!
Or not. You know.
Fresh from the crucible.
Swallow my exhaust.
Sweet dreams. I've got some trouble brewing.
Wanna watch the aerial stunts? Fine.
Stay put. This'll hurt longer if I miss.
Oh. Right win.
Get ready.
Wanna watch the aerial stunts?
Wait for the pop.
A little trick.
Feel my dog embrace. That's
Nice.
what it's all about. Life or death battle
And victory.
He has the storm syndrome. Please, listen everyone. 37 is right. Something's changed on this island. Your immunity to the emanation has been weakened.
42 lies motionless on the floor, his face still a mass of colorful paint. Fear and uncertainty quickly arise around him.
How? That's never happened in the last 8 times.
I'm thinking what could have happened for this to happen.
A feeble induction, my friend. Just because you've never seen a purple cow doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Must we talk of logic now? 42 has literally been emanated.
First the army, then the emanation. Everything's been falling apart since the outsiders arrived on this island. The Foundation and Manus Vindictae. One of them must answer for this.
Then you should also ask 37 and number 0 what they've done in the sacred place to anger Apeiron so much.
No, 37 didn't cause this. I told you. It was Manus Vindictae. They broke the peace agreement and launched suicide attacks. They forced their way into the cave.
You and them are equally responsible on this matter. They at least paid with their lives. What about you? You claim that 42's abnormality was caused by the emanation. But how are we to believe that it isn't, in fact, the work of your arcane skills? As we went through your belongings, Miss Verton, we found a golden sampling device. Enlighten us. What exactly is the Foundation looking for here?
That's...
From the other side of the hall comes a soft chuckle.
Good, Vertin, good. Let the confrontations be louder and the struggles be harder. I wonder what shall come of this.
Silence.
The gavel slams down with a heavy, undeniable thud. The host of the assembly rises to his feet, his face unusually grave.
The debate will end now. Since we were unable to come to an agreement, further discussion is pointless. There are more pressing matters to attend to. This will be the end of the assembly, and my decision will be the final ruling. I demand that both parties leave this island at once.
The decision is clear and final. As a number of reconciliation, 6 has been mindful of his use of unilateral authority. Yet, there are no objections this time. The hall falls into a silence that demands a decision. What to do? Leaving the island would be a huge loss. The discussion about the storm has only just begun, and the depths of this cave is yet to be explored. Worst of all, the leader of Manus Vindictae, she can't be left here with the school of Apeiron. Will she accept the verdict? Will she appeal? Just what exactly is she after? It's a zero-sum game where the first one to react is more likely to lose. The best course of action is to wait.
The decisions of my fellow brethren shall be respected.
I also agree with your verdict.
Casualties agree. just as she did when to pledge on the stone bangles.
But may I ask for one small doubt to be dispelled? Miss Vertin and I will depart ere long. Do you truly not desirest aid from us?
You're kind to ask, miss. It is true that our circle has been disturbed, but we see it as a mere turbulence of the phenomenal world. He who holds the compass decides the circle. This will not shift the center of our focus, nor change the shape of our beliefs.
Six bends down, laying his hand on 42's forehead.
Medin Hagan.
He purged the storm syndrome with an arcane skill. I never thought it would be possible.
The leader straightens up, looking as composed as ever.
The light of intelligence has cleansed 42 of confusion. It is also what the island needs. The incident will be properly handled, and my ruling stays unchanged. I expect your words to be matched by actions, Miss Arcana.
His tone is cold, leaving no room for negotiation.
Certainly. It was a fair and just decision. If only one could depart amidst such unfavorable weather. I presume Miss Vertin will also appreciate more time to prepare for the journey. What sayest thou?
It is a reasonable request, and her expression is nothing but decent and sincere.
The hourglass empties in 2 hours. Please leave before that.
Thank you for your thoughtful consideration.
The decision is met with no further objection from the people. Six puts away the hourglass and looks at the silent audience.
Lastly, I would like to share a story. To conclude today's meeting and respond to Miss Arcana's tale.
I am most honored.
The leader raises his hand and faces the people.
I too have heard the story of the first circle, but in my version, more followed. The first of man were intimidated by the enormity of nature and constantly tried to defy and escape it. Our ancestors, however, had the opposite reaction. They found solace in nature, which welcomed them with a nourishing embrace, sharing its vastness and sublimity without reservation. It was the perfect harmony, the moment the circle ceased to represent confrontation and avoidance. As we bathed in Apollo's illumination and wandered the tranquil shores, our souls resonated. And this was how we conquered our fears, emerged from ignorance, and allowed ourselves to indulge on the essence and forms. This was the rise of the classic man. May you all be blessed with the courage for reconciliation, the determination for peace, and the devotion to nature. Qualities no less noble than caution and defiance. You may all leave now.
Please, just a moment.
A clear voice rings across the hall, stopping Six in his tracks. Her robe flutters as she stands up on a high podium.
I will fix our circle. 888 was right. I have enraged Aperon. I am responsible. I will go back to the sacred place, pass its test, and ask it to share the divine light of Gnosis so we can learn the truth about the essence. I will make up for what I've done. I promise.
Six turns around, his eyes meeting the gaze of the determined star.
It has been 300 years since the last challenger had their success in the cave. 37, are you aware that we have other means to cleanse the island, even if you don't bring the matter to Aperon?
Yes, I'm aware.
Then are you aware of the price you will pay should you fail its test?
Yes, I am.
Then you shall have my blessing.
He leaves, ignoring the murmurs of shock. The gavel is thus brought down. The long debate has finally come to an end. Okay, so 37 is going to go through with her idea of appeasing a parent, but 6 just said that they have a way to cleanse the island and he can clearly clear the storm syndrome. So I am interested on where are they finding this secret of taking care of the emanation, as they call. Well, apparently it's a weird place with its weird god. It doesn't have a form yet. It can answer any mortal questions. Like, it is a big arcana creature. I thought a Peyron is just a name. I was not even thinking is something like a tangible creature. The beginning of a proof. A wise man once said, "A good start is half the battle." However, he forgot to mention what completes the rest of the battle. No, yes, I know the Arpeiron is their god, but Dragon was just saying that Arpeiron could be like a creature. I don't think Arpeiron is actually like a tangible creature. They believe so hard they created it. It would be interesting if that's what happened. Like if they believed in Arpeiron so hard that actually there's something in there. Again, more can be clear as we proceed.
The headquarters has issued a notice. The critical point of the storm is in Vienna.
Also, the sky looks very pretty, even though it's just oil painting. The chief assistant puts down his radio and turns around with a somber expression.
This type of storm syndrome involves a bodily transformation into oil paintings, primarily affecting the face, but sometimes spreading to the torso. It is often accompanied by delirium and an intense obsession with war. Like the storm of 1929, it was accelerated by social upheavals resulting from the constant tensions Manus Vindictae created between nations.
This era.
The color of the sky has changed. The storm syndrome has finally reached the island. No one on the teams caught it yet, but that could soon change.
This is absurd!
With a bag filled with alchemy materials over her shoulder, the young pirate remained spirited, despite a week in underground captivity. The most aesthetic storm, yes.
We went through all that trouble, sweated our guts out, and finally got to a place where the storm can be kept out. But now you're telling me that immunity is going to disappear like a fart in the wind.
I could imagine like a storm in the 2000s, or yeah, it could be something very aesthetic like Tumblr, synthwave, colors and like cursors and busts and everything, placing over people. Okay.
I was planning to stay here for a while. There might be alchemic materials and pieces of books the Abraxas has left behind from their mills. Oh, now that is frustrating, mate.
You and your skibbity toilets.
Such is the nature of Arcanum.
The immunity hasn't disappeared. It's just waning. For now, only the beach has lost the effect. We're still safe around the Hall of Apeiron.
But there's no guarantee that we'll be safe here forever, right?
Delia!
Reminds me of Xeno's survival test.
Sinetto and I talked about this. We think the island is protected by a large-scale arcane ritual. The sudden decay of the island's storm immunity might be the result of its changes, though I'm unsure of the specifics.
Those people are doing something about it, right? That leader with the rockstar hair, shouldn't he be taking action by now?
6 has gathered all integers after the assembly. They're going to perform a mass cleansing ceremony. 37 also mentioned a test. I think they have more than one way to deal with the changes.
To the best of this apple's knowledge, secluded pure-blood arcanist groups often have rituals that they keep to themselves. These islanders impart truths based on intellect and rationality, yet their doctrines are highly religious. Perhaps their arcane skills are passed down in a religious manner.
Oh, very mysterious, very arcane. I hope they're not all huddled together doing a math at a time like this.
It is fun to think that Six cleanse the Storm Syndrome, he might be the strongest arcanist.
And I'm more worried about us, Capitan.
Maybe. You're right. Lilia changes her tone, unusually serious.
Arcana asked for more time for both sides to withdraw, didn't she?
Yes. Six gave us 2 hours to leave. That is to say... we must set out when the storm countdown reaches 2000.
And before that, the stone bangle on your wrist still works, right?
Yes. I can feel it. It would scold me whenever I thought about going to war with them.
Huh, I see. So we only have 2 hours for the plan.
Plan? What plan?
Also, it reminds me people draw Six in other characters, like Six in Willow's clothes, Lilia's, in Most Traumatizing, in Nala's.
Aren't we sneaking away from all this?
Why the fascination with Six?
Sorry, Regulus. Your accommodation was a long way from ours, so we haven't given you the latest updates. To put it simply...
Accommodations? I wish I know why. The sudden appearance of the girl startles the crowd. I mean, Six does look like he would slay in better outfits. Sure.
37?
We're discussing how to leave this place, 37.
Yes. Well, most of the people in this island would probably be good looking in other outfits.
Precisely. I was just about to say, your chief wants us gone in a jiffy, but we don't even have a piece of wood to sail with. Vertin is sizing us up to see if we can fit in her suitcase. She's going to swim across the Aegean Sea using her tiny arms. Right, Vertin?
Her tiny arms. Regular squints and eagerly pokes her elbow in.
Right.
Sounds like a lot of fun. Then you must leave from the north side of the beach. Jump off the cliff there and head south. The cliff is on the tangent line of the Hall of Aperon, which is a good sign for your journey.
She nods confidently, fully convinced of her own conclusion.
I will show you where to jump, but you'll have to wait till Vertin and I return.
Oh, Vertin and I?
Me? Where are we going?
What kind of question is that? The only place worth going.
She extends her hand with a light and happy tone.
You're the one and only Zero. We'll go see Aperon together.
Yay! Well, that gives a whole new meaning to I'd rather jump off a cliff. Yes. Here's the cliff. Do the mathematical calculus to see if you can survive the jump, but regardless, go ahead.
Aren't you going to look for 37?
Oh, Martha. Martha!
You took such good care of her while she was in a coma.
She's very pretty. In the darkness, the figure trembles ever so slightly. She tries to steady herself.
I don't know. I don't know what I should do, Madam Mata. She's going back to the cave for the test, where I can't help her.
She looks down, trying her best to press her shaking hands together.
All I can do is pray for her. for I have no adequate knowledge or power to assist her, as ever.
Perhaps you needn't worry so much. 37 is the one favored by truth. She will be fine.
I know. It's just...
Imagine Virgin going like those jet surfer, like her hand and feet going in super fast speed and the suitcase being perfectly balanced on her back. I can see that. Sophia lets out a long helpless sigh and buries her face deep in her palms.
She is also of mortal flesh. She could get hurt, bleed, or die.
She is right. She avoids looking at the beach, seeing it as a battlefield where she lacks the skills to engage. Is that fun out of that? That's a good question.
You haven't been with us for long, Madam Marta. The Peyron and its test might be new to you. Here on this island, we spent years theorizing, proving, and constructing models based on our mortal comprehension to find out when it comes to the essence and forms, we are unable to make any definitive statements. So we humbly approach the temple and inquire about the correctness of our beliefs. And our answer is delivered as a yes or no, reverberating in the form of echoes.
Is that the submission of proof Six mentioned before?
The corrector nods, knowing her friend has a natural talent for this.
Validating one's essence and soul with a number, and verifying the authenticity of one's claims are simple feats for us. But a Peyron's test is different. Those who succeed will obtain the transcendental truth. Those who fail will pay a terrible price. Everything has its limits and boundaries. Those who overstep their bounds will only court their own misfortune. We must respect and be wary of our limits, so our souls will be adequate for our bodies, and all things be refrained from excess. The boundless, limitless, and infinity are not of our realm to tread. They belong only to ancient beings that we cannot utter. We can only stand in awe, offering our admiration, humility, and reverence. Now 37 is going to knock on its door and ask to be indulged with the transcendental truth. But if she fails, if she can't bear the weight of the boundless infinity,
She can go on.
I wish I knew a better way, or could even do it in her place. But only she can do it. It has to
be 37. I guess.
I'm sure this is the perfect solution to finally put an end to all our problems. If I pass the test, a Peyron will grant me the answer to one question. It can be any question I don't have an answer to, even about the essence and everything. At least that's what Mama told me.
37 nods with confidence.
I just have to choose the right question to ask, and we will be rid of all the troubles, whether it be the emanation, the turmoil of the phenomenal world, or the dangers threatening the island. All will be gone. I have Six's blessing. He agrees with me. So, Vertin...
Not so fast. You can't just steal away our helmswoman like that. This thing, it's too good to be without any risks, don't you think? What if Vertin doesn't make it back, huh? Who's going to swim us across the sea then?
It could be risky, but not for Vertin, only for me. And we have validated that proof.
Well, that's not good enough for this pirate. Besides, Vertin doesn't seem like a zero to me.
It's okay, Regulus. I think I'll be safe there. But 37, isn't this a sacred test for your people? I've never taken the oath. I'm not one of you.
That does not matter, Vertin.
She gently shakes her head in determination. Yes, feel the determination.
But you must know that once we enter the temple, we cannot turn back. The path to the truth is a one-way road. Our last visit was interrupted, remember? You didn't get to ask your question, and I didn't get... And now? I don't need to ask my question anymore.
She bites her lip, holding her own arms tight.
You and your friends were right, Vertin. The discord in the phenomenal world does have an effect on essence and forms. No one can argue against this when facing the emanation. But there's more I'd like to know, and I believe you feel the same. I will tell Six that you're coming with me. I will tell everyone and persuade them, because this is the right thing to do.
Persuasion.
Go, Timekeeper. While you're out, Lilia and I will ready us for evacuation.
We will liaise with the Foundation from here.
Thank you both. Before we go, 37, I have a question.
Somehow you feel that someone important has died. It fills you and Marcus with determination. Oh. A golden opportunity has arisen. Sorry. This could be a chance to level the playing
You just
field.
said that Apeiron will grant an answer to whoever passes the test. Will it answer my question? If I asked for a way to become immune to the storm?
A lot of questions. Far cross checks. Okay, guys, I am sorry. I have to cut the stream for today short. I know it's barely 2 hours of stream. I am deeply sorry, but I have to visit the doctor because I forgot that I had to. So I will be back tomorrow for more, maybe later today. I don't know if I will be playing reverse, since most people know that I play reverse in the morning. If I end up streaming later today, it's probably gonna be something different. But yeah, tomorrow morning, same time usual, we're gonna keep going with the story. I'm so sorry again. Thank you so much for everybody that came in here, talked and everything. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. My name is Archer, playing some reverse. Don't forget to be kind to yourselves and to each other. Thank you so much. Yeah. See you guys later. Archer's out.